Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Skyrim Special Edition. So we're trying to walk on the path to get a courier to show up and give us a note to help uh, start the Dark Brotherhood Assassin's Guild quests. And we also are trying to run towards, well, the white file area, which is this way in a cave just down this way. We haven't done much of this. In fact, we've done a considerably small amount of actually walking from point A to point B. Like, so I'm not sure what exactly is going to happen with the ice race. Seems like a kind of random outcomes. There's a lot of wind up here, but I don't think there's any kind of charge. Get the ice wraith essence and teeth while we're here. A goat? Did I turn one of them into a goat, or did I kill a goat? Or was there a dead goat there anyways? Almost certainly I'm gonna get away from the wobblejack quickly here. Let's see. See, it blew up. Hello?
It does not matter to Maik how strong or smart one is. It only matters what one can do. Dragons were never gone. They were just invisible and very, very quiet.
Interesting. Didn't kill him. So the wobblejack is just a little too crazy though. Let's go ahead and equip our ebony bow and get back to archery like normal people. I saw a mod that that improves the water even better, arguably, than what the special edition does. In some ways, that's certainly believable, because the water does, when you're swimming in it, feel weird, and you bob your head up and down. It's all going according to the review of the mod I was watching. The water by default all moves at the same speed, it moves in the same direction, and it moves in ponds when it shouldn't move at all. See, should I just like hunt? Shish kebab that goat. I may be a little short on arrows too. I'm kind of off the beaten path, so it's unlikely I'm gonna get that messenger that I was looking for to show up. Oh well. It will happen eventually. So we can see there's like a barrows over here that's not even the same barrows as the barrows we're looking for over here, or the cave we're looking for over here for the white file. There was also a mod that made the trees taller and a little bit thicker. I would say the game probably would do better with having some more trees. Probably would do better with a little bit thicker grass and thicker tree leaves. That in itself could help cheat in a way to make it easier to load less textures, Because if you're always in a wooded area or blocked by a mountain, which you're almost always blocked by mountains in Skyrim, you don't have to really look at too much. What is this cave? Frost troll, there you are. Now I think we have a potion in here that was given to us. To help.
We've stopped. What is it?
Well,
I'm
let's
still
see.
here.
Can you train me
I'll
better?
show you what I can about protecting yourself.
Nope, not till I level up. Burial urn, flawless garnets. I am in this weird position. I still need a ridiculous amount of gold. Trying to train and level up is going to get very, very expensive if I can't find a companion to pull that cheat that I'm doing now, which I feel is probably where this is going to go end up going. I'm also very short on items, so it's half a good idea to put like items right there in that chest. We're definitely gonna run to the so if I'm completely invisible and I've killed somebody, does that increase my stealth at all? Or do I have to get closer to get sneak? That's what I want. Sneak is improved. It's not improving anywhere as much as I would like, nor is pickpocketing, because I'm not doing any pickpocketing. I guess if I just fight frost trolls in this entire area, that's probably going to work out well for me, because frost trolls won't have anything on them. We're looking for the magical white file that will refill any potion you put in it. I bet it refills any potion you put in it after, I would say, 24 hours if I was to guess. Here's almost certainly a secret area. Finding a lot of jewelry, but still don't have a lot of places to sell it. The only thing I can do is buy crafting materials, which then makes me craft smith things. This texture doesn't look very good, but I think it's supposed to be covered in ice, but it doesn't still look that obvious. Instead of looking like it's covered in ice, it looks to me, particularly right here, like it's just a bad rounded and the poorly rendering screen. There's a lack of detail there, but this is nearly a 5-year-old game too. But honestly, there was probably a lack of quality graphics even when this game first came out, compared to other games that were designed to have a full story and have the characters go right face to face. I mean, even when Skyrim first came out, they were talking about how the graphics of the faces and things like that were not acceptable at that, even then. And the special edition really, I don't even think you could put enough work in it, or it would be worth the effort to put enough work in it to make it look like a modern game. I think the first thing they have to do is put story in it and make it a little bit more linear. I guess this is an admission on my part that I'm just not, a fan of open world games of any sort, I don't mind if they have open world elements, but a full open world game is pretty much, in my mind, only acceptable. Here's another trap that he'll step on, I'm sure. If you're doing like an MMO, then open world is definitely a necessity. If you're playing against other people, or it's constantly changing and it's constantly adding, probably it's going to be a little bit of all of that. Then open world makes sense. But I think if you were to go and make a more straightforward storyline game, put extra effort in here. I'm going to take that bow just to make sure I can't increase that attack up to something better than what I have. It's probably not the case, but I'd like to try. A lot of games have taken the open world elements and added to them, and they've been improved. And I think games now that were open world at first need to start taking from single player games and take more care on telling stories and not just overpowering it. This is also, of course, a reflection of my level of maturity in video game fandom, because as a YouTuber, video game critic, I don't have time like I used to when I was a kid in school who wasn't really paying any attention to actually doing his schoolwork or anything. Which, that's a funny word, schoolwork. They never paid me for any schoolwork. They'll argue, I guess they paid me in an education, but I want a refund if that's the case. But that's a silly conversation to have anyways. So, since I am at that point in my life, I would rather have the accelerated experience of Skyrim. And, of course, if this becomes a series that just never ends on my channel, then I would certainly make the opposite argument, that I would want the game to be able to be played forever. But I'm gonna get bored of that. Definitely gonna get bored of it. In fact, let's be honest, there's probably already points in Skyrim where I've been bored with it, because there's just a lot of repetitiveness here. So, in this fool's errand to create a game that can be played forever, they've only achieved that by putting repetitive, grindy elements in games. And the idea of games having repetitive and grind doesn't really appeal to many people. Is this a lighting bug, or is there supposed to be something there? Iron ingots. I don't suffer too much for having iron, getting more iron. Of course. So if this is the path, then how'd I miss that guy? Did this whole area refill with enemies? This must be a side path. Yep. I guess anytime I see a door, I need to walk up to it and go check and see if there's a lock or something on it. You can definitely tell I'm getting all kinds of jewelry and stuff. Any booby trap or anything? Nope. Ebony arrows, gold, this. So now I've started to... Ancient Nordic bow we don't need. Glass arrows, I have a good amount of these. Why aren't those equipped? Ancient Nordic arrows. Ebony arrows, actually. I have enough of those. I can get rid of those too. Fur boots, fur gauntlets. Probably could get rid of those. No reason to hold on to them. And this strange amulet, I think, is a unique item, so I'll just hold on to it. And food. Nord mead, get rid of all but one. And books. Beware the butchers, no reason to get rid of them. Lost Legends, we'll get rid of one of those. And miscellaneous things. Basket, bucket. Charcoal we don't need. I've come to realize. Embalming tool, embalming tool, embalming tools. We were holding on to that to see if it was evidence in a previous level mission, but we finished that mission and it wasn't, so leather. Saw several mods that would help sort these items a little bit better. Put ore in front of certain things, and that's, I guess, where Sky UI, ooh, this hip bone, didn't even realize we had that, comes in. And so once Sky UI is available for the new Skyrim Special Edition, I suppose that's something to consider. There we go. So that got rid of some junk. But a better menu system isn't gonna save the game and change the game past the fact of there's just too much stuff here. There needs to be a mod that would literally get rid of junk. Just not have it in the game. If you could say baskets, tankards, plates, like, it killed the guy. Baskets, tankard, plates, clothing that has no armor rating, just every other little thing that has only a like value as far as selling items and can't be used or equipped, like embalming tools. If you just had a mod that said all that stuff is no longer able to be picked up, and for it you will just always find more gold, I think you'd have a considerably better experience not having to babysit your inventory every 20 to 40 minutes, because that's all it is it's just babysitting, micromanaging. If I wanted to play a simulator, should have taken that glass bow. If I wanted to play some kind of simulator or something that was focused around managing the inventory, I'm sure somebody could go make an inventory simulator game. Yep. And those people that are interested in that could find satisfaction there. Or they could just play one of the many other games that has this same issue, because this has been going on for a long time. Archery is up to 92. So I still kind of want headshots and triple damage and all of that. Because I've heard that Battle Axe of Ice, I'm not going to take that. You still alive back there? Thank you. Thank you for not dying. It was very strange when that character died. I'm gonna move forward because he's gonna do that. And the lighting changed again. It drastically changes. It should never be noticed when your lighting changes. That should just happen. Silver ingots. Absolutely useful. Skyrim is supposed to be full of silver. And it has good value to be used for jewelry, which then at least allows me to convert my collection. Silver ingot. Silver ingot. And now we're going to the Forsaken Crypt.
Huh.
I may not have killed enough people actually in the game. As far as actual murders, instead of killing monsters and bandits, all of those are kind of classified as acceptable homicides in the Skyrim world, and the number of characters that I've killed that are NPCs is probably very low. Maybe only 1 or 2. We could look at our crime stats and find out, and that might explain why the Dark Brotherhood is refusing to send me an invitation. I just may simply not be dark enough for them. Minor healing. Gold. Iron. I've not seen so many ingots. This is an amazing turn of events. I'm still only finding like 9 gold in things, but an ingot itself is probably worth 10, 20 gold. Probably heavier, though. I wonder if the game has realized, since my smithing's at 100, that it should hand me those things. That doesn't make a lot of sense either, though. I mean, if anything, it should have been handing me ingots when I first started playing the game, so I would do more smithing. So the only thing that's different between this cave and the other 50 caves we may have done at this point is the reason. The reason we're in the cave is we're looking for the white file. But really, one treasure versus another treasure. This might as well be an on-the-rails shooter or an infinite runner for the way that there's so many caves and levels that are just more of the same. This is interesting. I didn't realize they were putting them in that way. There's nothing special. There's nothing really different. Well, there is something special. This is the only place where you can find the white file, and this is the only place where you'd find this exact layout of caves. But it's all from the same building blocks. There's no grand concept or idea being shown here that hasn't been shown a dozen times before. One more Draugr, easy enough to kill now at my level. And I'm only at 48. So that's another thing to remember is you can get up to level 200. Certainly. To get all of your skills up to level 100, you're almost certainly going to have to be somewhere close to level 100, maybe 200. Kind of depends. Depends on how much more time it takes me to get archery up to level 100. How much more time it takes me. That's interesting. He moved ahead of me. To if I were to run around and use the magic skills, how long would it take me to learn all of those? How much time would it take me to get hit and increase my armor stats, because my armor stats are very low since I haven't been hit very much. And I guess it doesn't really matter if your armor stats are that low. That just kind of means you don't need armor. Which almost makes a legitimate argument to play while running around wearing just regular clothes. Save yourself the weight. No trapdoor. Let's see. Undead. Up to level 3. Can I stick something else here? This glass bow is at 78. This one's at 73. Let's see. Let's see if we can talk to this guy and see if we can trade some things.
What do you need to take?
Do you have room to take anything at all? Seems like he can't hold on to anything. Interesting. Useful.
Lead on then.
Ancient Nord boots. 5 for 25. I don't think we were holding on to that for a reason. And I wanted to keep the Stormcloak stuff, so I'm gonna have to get rid of the glassbow. Maybe get rid of the woodcutter's axe too if I'm not careful. Or get rid of the blessed wood axe. I shouldn't have gone. Honestly, I should have just not come here and with all this stuff. I should have left it like at my house before we started this whole trick. But the good news is I'm not running into too big of a problem here with that. Open my own door. Run through here. Is this the place we've already been? I think it is. So we've gone through the same room 3 times here. Interesting. That guy got lucky twice because of the carving on the edge. Here, blocking my arrows. Then any of these arrows I can pick up, because those are pretty expensive arrows too. Ebony arrows might actually be the best kind of arrows in the game, unless there's some dragon arrows that exist. Just stand in here. If dragon arrows do exist, that would be interesting. But it would mean I would need a more consistent source of dragon scales or dragon dragon bones than what I'm getting. Speaking of which, I may very well have a dragon soul. Like, no, I don't. So I need to fight one more dragon to get a dragon soul. I looked it up, and there's supposed to be like 25 or 30 shouts. So we've got nowhere as far as that. And the DLC adds another 3. One of the DLCs does. So as far as trying to find all the shouts and being a dragonborn, no progress has been made there. Well, you made it through, so who's this guy? Was he the sorcerer who made the white file, perhaps? Gold, ebony shield, ebony arrow, and we're gonna have to put something back. Woodcutter's axe. We'll get rid of that. So, I have to kind of walk over here. Steel plate gauntlets. So they carved a pathway under here. And there's nothing over here. And nothing over here. We searched all these. And let's just leave that door alone until we come down this way. So we have to activate this ancient bowl with the mixture, Norland's mixture. Ah, so you had to be a expert apothecary person, or whatever it's called, alchemist. And they were not wrong about that. Take that book, search this, take this. This will certainly help us accomplish things when we get back to our house. If we can get back to our house.
Huh?
Come on. So the white file is cracked. We have to bring it back before he fixes it. Darn it. For a second there, I thought we would be able to just take it and leave. Let's see, I think I could probably drop some bowls, because I've accidentally picked up some bowls and plates. 2. See, the problem is every potion is 0.5 on the weight, right? And every ingredient, as far as we know, is 0.1 to 0.3. Although some of them are 0.5. And if even a few of them. So we're going to have to do an experiment here, since we're here anyways, and see how much carry weight do we have now. 538. We'll pick up that item too. So we're at 538 right now. When we come over here and start doing this, 1 2 3 3 and then let's move forward. 3. The question is, on average, with our just random experiment here, with a small sampling, does making potions from the items you have take up more space or less? So again, just standard attempt here to craft everything that has a 3 first and do one of those, and then anything that's stuck with just 2 will take care of second. How many ingredients do I have that are actually even missing an ability? It might be a considerably small amount. It might be almost none. But it doesn't even matter, because my alchemy level still is very low. Probably because I'm making poor quality potions, and if I ever had an extra skill point to put into increasing the potency of my potions, I should probably do it. It's just, unfortunately, there's always something else that trumps it in priority. We're almost done with a lot of these, but we still have a decent amount of this to do. Let's see. Again, why not a mod that just threw some stuff out here and said, you know what, how about we try this? So, this, and then this. And then this. This, and we're looking for anything that's lit up. This, 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 this. Don't need to do bone meal. Do need to do bleeding crown. This one. Salt. I don't think salt actually does too much. Alright. Moving forward, we're starting to eliminate opportunities and possibilities. This. Not that one. How about that one? This. Not salt pile, not bone meal, not white cap. Not that. 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 I think I'm starting to run low on items. Snowberries. Try that. We just tried snowberries and that didn't work. Orange dartwing, we'll try that. And that leaves us. Let's try that. And see, this resist fire function, I think, well, this potion, I call the function because I'm silly. I'm thinking of it like programming. This resist fire combination here's running out of abilities to other items to mix with it. So I think as it is, there's nothing more in my inventory. So we gotta quit. And then what are we at now? We went from 538 to 525. So in that example, it is better to make potions instead of hold on to ingredients. Probably, at the very least, the reason for that is when you fail to make a potion, when you just try something and it doesn't work, you're at the very least getting rid of those items. And that's gonna be a big help later on. We've got to find a way to open this place. Here's a lever. And this was one of those caves where we could have left everything right at the beginning. And there's where a mod might help too, is if there's just a mod that would put a chest inside and outside every cave, and in fact have the chest magically move inside and outside so it's connected. That would be very nice. And you can just store all your items there and come back and get it later. So, as far as quests go, let's look at crime. It's murders. I've only done 7 murders, and that might be the problem. But other quests, we just have the main storyline quest where we have and we have the DLC quests and the cracked file quest, which we need to work on too. But let's go back to our house and see for the first time our second daughter who we adopted. Get attacked by wolves. See, I think this is probably just a perfect example of having a house put in a place that's not supposed to be. Here's a courier.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
So,
Let's see here. Yeah, got this note. Don't know. Creepy fella. Black robe. Couldn't see his face. Paid me a pretty sum to get that into your hands, though. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
so we finally got the creepy note that we were expecting. Which, let's see. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's not this one. Nope. Not the Butcher's Journal 1. Not the Butcher's Journal 2. It's not this. It's not this. Not that. Not that. Not the letter from the steward. Not here. Here it is, mysterious note. We know, and a handprint. And what do they know? They know that I pretended to be one of them and carried out an assassination pretending to be one of them, which might very well be grounds for your own execution, or might just end up with you becoming a member of the guild.
Mama!
So who's Lucia, our old thing, and Courier's just gonna walk that way. Our old daughter. And here's the new one.
I have a home again. A family. I almost can't believe it. Thank you. Thanks for everything.
So,
I like living here. The lake is so pretty.
let's see. Go do your chores. So,
Wow, really? What do you get me?
as far as I figured,
Thanks.
as far as I can tell, there's actually no reward or anything specifically for being a mean parent. In fact, you can spoil them completely rotten and it just gives you the things that you would like, rewards and gifts of charity and such. So here's our collection of food as we're slowly trying to have one of every food, mostly just as an example of the craziness here. We can also come over here and disenchant anything just in case we have anything to disenchant, which we don't, so that puts us in a good position to sell all of those items. As far as ingredients, I don't think I ever chose to keep any ingredients
Yes?
outside of it. Let's see. Now, specifically to have a child's room, you have to... Wow. Really? Steel ingot and plate braces of archery and this and this and this. What is that doing there? So to have I got distracted there. To have a child, you have to have here's the pet. They can also have a pet rat, so the other one might actually ask me to keep a skeever as a pet, and I suppose I'll just say yes. They have to have a chest though, and they have to have a bed before you can adopt a kid. And to have a chest and a bed also tells you that you have to Spirit of the Daedra. An iron dagger of torpor. I'll take that back. So this is one bed, and this is the other girl's bed. And there's stuff all over the house that I could collect too. Certainly. Now I'm overburdened right now, and that would be a small problem if I hadn't run down this way. So let's see, what do we need? Here, we need locks and steel ingots. I am missing 2, and if I had an amulet of RK or an amulet of Sonarthia, who I haven't even seen that one, and I can't do the amulet of Talos and the amulet of Zenith. Let's see. Akatosh, Mara, Stenhard, Julius. I don't think I need any of those. Do I have any more amulets I could put in this collection just so we have a full collection? It's like, let's see. Nope. So that's something. Let's see. Come over here, take the ore. Come over here, time to smelt. Silver is a big one. Steel is a big one. Moonstone is a big one. And we've started to not really want to increase. Like, I don't want to increase the amount of things I have. I would rather just make everything I have flawless. And so I'm gonna come over here and just say, give me everything you've got.
We've stopped. What is it? What do you need to take?
Let's see. Beef stew. It's a bunch of food. Dragon bones. Dragon scales. Oops. I took his ring that he was supposed to wear. He's got so much of this. And glass shield. Why is he not? Oh, because he has a better glass shield. There we go.
Let's go.
And in this chest we have garbage. In this barrel we have this, and here we have nothing. So my idea here is to improve everything up to flawless, just so I guess it has more value and stays in the house better. So that's kind of the weirdness of this whole idea, is that let's see, take this chest, hide, deer pelts, goat hides, wolves, and I kind of actually need all of this, don't I? Until we can buy more. I'm kind of just leveling up nothing here. just turning things into other things, saving myself some weight by turning leather into leather strips. Let's see. Make a safe. And let's go ahead and equip the wobble jack. Actually, I don't probably want to equip a Daedric weapon. Oh well, whatever. There's another Daedric weapon right next to it, so we'll leave that alone. Any named weapons? I don't think I have any others. Supple ancient bow. Ebony bow 141. Here we go. And there's nothing more to repair. So now back to this chest with the miscellaneous things. Bowl clay. Deer pelts. Dragon bones I'll hold on to. Firewood I'll hold on to. Glass. Goat hide. Goat horns. Hinges. Horker tusks. Iron fittings. Leather. Locks. Mammoth tusks. Nails. And straw. And then I have a collection of garbage here that I want to also get rid of. So bowls. Come on. Anything else? Linen wraps. Plates. Ooh, I need to get rid of quarried stone. That puts me at 2,000. Just a ridiculous amount of stuff. I wish there was a system here that things got compressed. That might help a lot if you could turn your diamonds into something else. That very well could fix things. Diamond necklace for 1,200 is probably the best thing to make right now. You didn't need a certain level of experience. Next one would be the diamond ring. And then that's all of that. 180, 160, 380. So 260, 380, 380, 380, 380, 380. 260 now, I believe, is our next best move with the rubies. Then our next best move is 180 for the amethyst rings. And then we're out. And glass arrows, probably the best I can do right now because I don't seem to have any ebony arrows. Let's see. Ebony arrows. And still the Nordic and the miscellaneous and all of that. Not something I can create. Dwarven, elven leather, studded hide. So I need some more points into this. What's in this safe? In this safe is all of our jewelry stuff. So amethysts and garnets and let's see, what else do we want to put in here? Nothing in
Let's
that
get
safe.
going. Let's go.
Out of the way, please. Corrodium ingots. Do I have any of those? I'm gonna put dragon bones and dragon scales with corrodium ingots. Apparently I had some rubies. Also for this safe. Did I miss anything else? Next safe. Ebony ingots. I guess I could make some. So I'll take those. And then everything else, I guess I leave. So I'll keep the firewood. But any other ingots, we'll just stick here. Leather strips. Or calcium ingots and quicksilver ingots and refined moonstone. And so this should get me some more ebony arrows. So I also need to put the firewood away. What did I put in this end table? Nothing. Interesting. And start putting the ore away. Gold ore. Malachite ore, moonstone ore. And that's it. Search here. We start putting away the firewood. And let's see, what was it? Refined malachite. So that clears off all of that equipment. And it's almost certain that the vampire armor here that I have versus the vampire armor that I'm holding might be different vampire armor. I suppose it would only stack if I did something weird with it, and since I'm not going to. So vampire boots epic, vampire armor at 72 versus vampire armor at 128. Which, is that better than my glass armor? No, it isn't. And here we go again. It's only the beginning, right? There's always more.
To our youth, today's come and gone. The age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the storm cloaks and
so all the armor that we have, I'm gonna give to him. Let's see. So wind helm, guard shield, storm cloak helmet, storm cloak, that. Then we need to get the Mythic Dawn stuff, which I think the Mythic Dawn armor should go here. Yep. Apparel and Mythic Dawn robes, boots, gloves, robes. And I think I probably want to keep the strange amulet as a special item. Where was I putting special items? Somewhere in this room, almost certainly, but I'm not sure where.
Kings, on the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing.
Books. Let's see. Now, can I just put like one of the Beware of the Butcher and then get rid of the rest? And see, that one will take. I didn't do that right. Even if I was going to keep books, I'm certainly not going to keep them in here. Except for very unique books. In fact, I might even move the very unique books out. So we already have the Wabbajack, so we don't need that. Writ of Sealing. There we go. Store how many? 1. There we go.
We're the children of Skyrim, and we
I
fight
suppose
all
special
the
items go in here. Now, weapons. Do I have any special weapons? Not really. And that supple thing, the Nordic bow, did not help us any. Let's see, ebony armor, legendary, 91, this. So if I did ebony armor, boots, gauntlets, helmet, a ebony shield, a legendary, and then elven stuff we can get rid of, and glass boots, apparently we can sell that. Glass gauntlets, we could craft new things, so I see kind of no reason to keep even the glass elements. In fact, even the ebony stuff doesn't kind of make the most sense. I need to put all this Imperial stuff away too. We need to put this helmet up somewhere very special. Since yeah, and strange amulet can't be removed from my inventory, so I have to go sell it or hold on to it. So come to think of it, selling all the ebony stuff is actually worth
Sovngarde
it.
beckons.
Instead of keeping it. Just because
Every one of us
of the way
dies,
things work.
but this land is ours, and we'll see it.
So
wipe
this is our
clean
guard
of the
equipment
scourge that
that we're trying to put on them. So Imperial helmet, light armor, boots, bracers, and helmet.
has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
Hey,
Sorry, move. So the next question is, do I have anything?
Long life to you.
Let's talk to her.
Honored to see you again. Of course. What room? I'm sorry, but you can't afford that.
That's still glitched.
What are you
Still
doing that
can't
for?
finish. Is there anything to disenchant? No.
What do you need, my thing?
And I believe in the sack we were storing all of our grand souls. I guess I have to use a Zora Star though. Let's see, grand souls with grand souls on them. And anything else we can charge our weapon with. Items. Let's see, charge. Just start using all the petty souls up to save space. So we're at 1600 now. I think we've probably got a nice collection, if not everything. Oh, I just ate everything, didn't I? Oops. Well, all that food's gone. Let's see.
I'm still here. What do you need to take?
Let's start equipping him with the heaviest things. It doesn't even matter. And see, all I've done is messed him up. So, like, I need to take... I don't know why he wants to wear the heavy armor instead of the glass armor. Let's see, ebony helmet. I don't know why he wants the ebony boots or the ebony gauntlets. Yep, screwed that up real bad. Let's see, glass shield, glass helmet, glass gauntlets, glass boots, and what weapons does he have? the Mace of Malog Ball. And he needs a necklace too that does something. There you go. Necklace of Regeneration. That sounds like a helpful, useful ability here.
Until next
Lead
time.
on then.
So I'm just gonna have to get on the horse, get back on that horse, and go to
Drink to
Windhelm.
today.
I mean Whiterun, and start selling things. Where are you, horse? Well, overburdened again. Next recording, after we sell everything and try to get,
Where do you want to go?
let's see, take me to Whiterun.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Use the carriage. There we go. Try to just sell everything.
Can't wait here forever.
What? Oh man, can I not fast travel because of carrying too much?
You ready to go yet?
Where's my horse? Horses fix this. Well, we have to end it here. That's gonna be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me further, you can go to my main YouTube page. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And please follow and friend me on all the social media links down below in the description. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.